Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're starting a little early. We have a special event for you planned where we are going to meet class of 2021 scholars. And as the class of 2021, when you're coming in, please raise your hand so that I will have you on the screen for us. Wonderful.
Welcome, everybody, and thanks for joining us today. I am going to apologize in advance. There may be some excitement in the background. Just ignore it. We're going to be just fine.
All right. Scholars, as you're coming in, put on your camera on and definitely please join us. Wonderful. So bear with us as we're letting our scholars on. And let's give everyone just a couple of minutes as they're coming in. All right, and we will add everybody else as they come along. All right, 1 second. All right, thank you so much. You know, it's a shame with COVID that we cannot welcome you at AJA, but rest assured, the American Journey Award will happen very soon. And you have an entire community of Ram Brown scholars, Ram Brown alumni, and friends of Ram Brown, also known as Forbes, that are excited and eager to welcome you into our community. Without further ado, I would love for you guys one by one, take around a minute and tell us your name, your hometown, the college that you've decided in joining. And I hope by now you have made that final decision, intended major, or a career interest, and please take one of the 2 questions or 2 of them if you like, and answer those for us. One of them being your first memory of someone complimenting your achievement, when you have realized, or either your hard work, your service, who was it, what did they say and how it impacted you, and tell us one thing you would like to accomplish in the next 5 years. And if you would like, add it to 10 years as well. So who wants to go first? I mean, on my screen, I see kind of an order, but you could decide. On my screen, I see Emmanuel as the first guy. Emmanuel, you wanna start us out?
Sure. Hello, my name is Emmanuel Autre. I'm originally from Ghana. I came here when I was 10. Ohio. Next fall, I'll be heading to Bowdoin College. I'm interested in computer science and philosophy. And my first memory of someone complimenting me about my community service or achievements is that in Ghana, in church, we would always have we would always bring in plastic chairs to our services, and after church, I would always uh, try my hardest to take them out and back, even though it was really hard for me. I think the person who complimented me was an uh, elderly lady. It was just nice to hear that what I was doing was appreciated.
Wonderful. Abel Galleta, Salon, how are you? Jump in.
My name is Abel Galleta, and my hometown is Arlington, Virginia, right outside of DC. And similarly to Samuel, I'm from Ethiopia, so I've just been here the past 10 years living in Arlington, Virginia. With my backdrop, you can see that I'll be going to Yale next year, be a Yalie, and my intended majors for when I go there is currently political science or economics. So those are the two ones that I'm currently considering. And my first memory of someone who complimented me, I have a lot of memories, but I think the one that comes up to me right now is just my freshman year when I was just sitting in class and my math teacher just came to me and then she told me that I was doing really well in her geometry class. So she thought that I should take another math class. So I had been preparing for that class the summer before. So just her kind of seeing that I was doing well early on was definitely helpful to me, and a compliment that I really took to heart and worked hard in my other math classes as well. So, and one thing I want to achieve in the next 5 years, this might sound trite, but definitely just want to graduate from college and have a job that I love and am passionate about, and just enjoy my life and help others in the service.
So I'm going to jump in real quick and answer a question that came in the Q&A. If anybody jumps in late and they still want to be on screen, Sam, how do you just turn their video on?
No, I need to add them.
Okay.
And if they could raise their hand, that would be wonderful so that we could add them.
There you go.
Random, yep.
Okay, cool. And Kayla is having some video issues. She's tried twice to fix them. So she's here, we just can't see her. And now I'm going back on mute. Perfect. And I think Max, on my screen, you're next, and I think you're probably next on Sam's screen too.
Yep.
So why don't you go ahead?
Max, please go ahead. I'll put the.
All right. My name is Max Sherrod. I'm from Houston, Texas. I'll be attending Yale University next year, and I plan on studying cognitive science. And my first memory of someone complimenting me on my achievements was my third grade teacher told me not to forget her when I ran for president, which is like, I actually saw a lot of potential in me when I was in third grade, I guess. So that's pretty cool.
Wonderful. Thanks a lot, Max. Yasmin?
Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me today. My name is Yasmina Deleke. I'm from Waldorf, Maryland, right outside of Washington, D.C. I am going to Yale University in the fall. I intend to major in electrical engineering and computer science and double major in African studies. My first memory of my work being rewarded was when I was in fourth grade and I was invited to join my school's computer bowl team, which, made me feel like I was like one of the smart kids. And then it like pushed me towards more STEM based after school activities and more STEM extracurriculars, which led me towards my career path.
Wonderful. Eric?
Hello, my name is Eric Jones. I'm from St. Rose, Louisiana, and I plan to attend Stanford University in the fall to study biomechanical engineering. This is kind of cliche, but the next 5 years, I would like to graduate from Stanford with my degree, and then hopefully I'll be able to attend medical school in the fall.
Wonderful. Michaela?
Hi everyone, I'm Michaela Marin. Sorry, the questions aren't popping up on my screen, so I'm gonna
I know. Sorry, I hope you guys will remember because it's taking the whole screen and everybody says, we want to see them. take your question out. Name, hometown, yeah.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Kayla Marin. I am from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I will be attending Princeton University in the fall. I'm going in undecided, but I have a few interests such as law, sociology, English. And my first memory of someone complimenting me for my achievements was in the 5th grade. I had competed in a debate competition against, I think they were high schoolers actually. And my debate coach, who's now my mentor, he was like, "You're going to make me very proud." And this past year, I did make him very proud when I got into all of my colleges, and he was just super happy. And then one thing I would like to accomplish in the next 5 years is to graduate college and to hopefully attend Harvard for graduate school.
Wonderful, thanks so much. Brian?
I'm Brian Perkins. I'm from Ocean Springs, Mississippi, and I will be attending Stanford University. I plan to go in and major for computer science, but I'm also interested in biomedical signal processing. So if I could work that in, that'd be cool. One thing that I look forward to doing in the next 5 years is going abroad, like studying abroad. I feel like that'd be really cool. I've been in Mississippi all my life, so it'd be nice to go out and experience other cultures. So.
Wonderful. Fatima?
Hi, my name is Fatima. My hometown is in Queens, New York City. I will be attending Sophie Davis CUNY School of Medicine BSMD program in the fall. And in the next 5 years, I'll still be in med school since the program is 7 years long. But I'm really hoping that I will be able to accomplish giving back to low-income Black and Brown communities in New York City as a physician. So I'm really hoping to go more into that field and hopefully do some long-term research to help those communities. And my first memory of someone complimenting me, I was in 7th grade, and I never really had a good history of teachers liking me since I grew up in a majority white community. So it was really nice in my 7th grade to be able to my 7th grade teacher was the first teacher who ever complimented me, and she was a bio teacher, and I'm going into medical school. So she really impacted me, and she's the exact reason as to why I wanted to go into medicine. And she really taught me how to love science rather than just see it as a subject to pass exams with. So it really meant a lot, and I still remember her to this day.
Wonderful, thank you so much. I think I've skipped Eric Jones. You're muted.
Already went.
Oh, okay. Jamal.
Hey everybody, my name is Jamal Willis. I'm originally from Kingston, Jamaica, but I immigrated to the United States, California, just 4 years ago, and I'll be attending Harvard University in the fall, possibly concentrating in government or philosophy. And in the next 5 years, I just hope to be going off to law school, being a Rhodes Scholar. I have so many aspirations, and I'm just manifesting them as I go. So yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Pierce?
Hi, everyone. So my name is Pierce Ellis. I'm from just outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I will be attending Harvard College in the fall. So I'll see Bank and Jamal there. So go Crimson. And so I'm going to be going into economics with possibly a minor in physics. One of the things that I want out of my I want to have figured out, at least by the time I graduate college, is that I'm currently heavily involved in music and a lot of classical music, and it's such an integral part of my life that I want to at least figure out how to at least do it on the side. I plan on going into finance, so but you know, that just seems like it's 80-hour work weeks and no time for fun, no time for like relaxation, and I want to be able to at least form a chamber group with some people or figure out how I can incorporate that music into my life and that type of thing. Yeah, so cool, thank you.
Wonderful. Jan?
Hello, my name is Jean Vladimir Colas, or the French way would be Jean Vladimir.
Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
No, that's fine. My hometown is Immokalee, Florida, in Southwest Florida. It's about an hour away from Naples. And I've been accepted to the University of Notre Dame. My intended major would be biochemistry, and I'm also considering having a minor in French or music. And one thing I'd like to accomplish in the next 5 years, I guess the primary accomplishment would just be graduating and then getting accepted into medical school. But I like to compose music in my free time. So one of the things I'd like to do while I'm at Notre Dame is find some friends to help play the compositions with.
Wonderful. Faith?
Hi, I'm Faith Kumi, and my hometown is Marietta, Georgia, and the college that I'll be attending is the University of Chicago. I plan on majoring in political science and hopefully to become an attorney in the future. And I don't necessarily remember the first memory I have of someone complimenting me, or for my accomplishment, but a recent one that was unforgettable was in my junior year when I was awarded the Mayor's Award, and my principal told me if I ever had a daughter, I'd want her to be just like you. And that's really something unforgettable, and it made me just remember to always serve as an example. Thank you.
Wonderful. Kennedy? And I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your guy's name. Very sorry.
You're fine. Hi, everyone. I'm Kennedy. My hometown is Cleveland, Ohio, specifically in Shaker Heights. I will be attending Columbia University in the fall, and I plan to double major in computer science and music performance. So my goals in the next 5 years are to be able to, obviously graduate from Columbia, but also graduate with a degree from Juilliard as well. I'm preparing to be able to do that double program. I also want to be able to be starting or have started my own software company. That's been my dream for a long time, and that's what I've been working towards. And also, similar to Jamal, I'd really love to be a Rhodes Scholar. And then, like Faith, I don't remember the first time someone complimented me about my service, but someone actually told me today, it was a young underclassman that I mentor in our Black Student Union, and she told me today that our principal had told her that she reminded her of a younger version of me, and that it was the greatest compliment that she's ever received. And that just warmed my heart.
It's wonderful. Bank?
Hi, my name is Bank. I'm still at school. I was staying after school, so that explains my background. My hometown is Independence, Missouri, which is about 10 minutes away from Kansas City, Missouri. So I'm here in the Midwest. I will be attending Harvard University in the fall, so I'm really excited to meet all the other Ron Brown scholars that have also chosen Harvard and those that are at Harvard as of right now. And then I'm planning on doing a joint concentration between government and computer science, but that is subject to change, considering whatever opportunities that I'll find while in Cambridge. One of the first memories I have of someone complimenting me was in the 4th grade. I participated in this writing contest that my school district was holding, and I just remember like a lady walking up to me and saying that she thought that I had a very strong voice, and I didn't fully understand what she meant by that, but it's kind of stuck with me as I've continued in everything I do, because writing is a big part of a lot of activities, and it's stuck with me as to how I convey myself and I convey my thoughts and emotions. Within the next 5 years, I think one of the key things for me is solidifying my career interests, because I have a wide range of interests, that contrast between government and computer science. So finding a career that combines both of those, whether that be research or public office, but I'm just really excited to see what happens. So.
Wonderful. And by the way, if there's anybody else waiting to join, please raise your hands and I'll have you on the panelist. Brandon?
Hi, everyone. I'm Brandon. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, and I will be attending Brown University. One compliment that I got a long time ago was when I was in 6th grade, and my teacher said to me, if you ever give a TED Talk, you should mention me in it. So hopefully that happens sometime soon. And one thing I'm excited for at Brown is just the open curriculum and being able to explore my interests and take the classes that I like without worrying about core requirements.
Wonderful. Kayla?
Hi, everybody. My name is Kayla Keaton. I am from Cary, North Carolina, right outside of Raleigh. First, my sincerest apologies for today being the day of all days that my camera decided to hate me all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on. But I will be attending Yale University, so I'm so excited to see my other Ron Brown Yaleys, and of course, my Harvard Ron Browns at the game this fall. I plan to study ethnicity, race, and migration because I love history, especially politics. So I think that's a good blend and it's really specific. A compliment that I have received quite frequently. I believe the first time I received this compliment was in elementary school, but the most special time I received this compliment was when I was doing an event with one of my favorite teachers, and he was introducing me to my state school board. And he said, "This is Kayla Keaton. For everyone here, she'll be eligible to run for president in like 2040. And when she does, I'll be her campaign manager." And I was like, that is my favorite compliment I've ever received. And in the next 5 years, my goal is to finally publish my novel and maybe publish a couple of other smaller poetry books.
Wonderful. Is there anybody else that I've not called on? I think we covered everyone. Again, thank you so much for taking the time here. And again, congratulations. Welcome to the Ron Brown family. You are by far the largest class. Not everybody's represented here today. Not everyone could make it. But that is very, very important to us. And then it's a 25-year anniversary. So a true milestone.
You didn't introduce yourself. They may not know your history.
Now I should, right? Because I didn't even mention what year I was. It feels like a long time ago. My name is Sam Alamayo. I'm a 2004 Ron Brown Scholar. And I'm on the board of trustee. And here is Meredith. She'll introduce herself, who is my fellow co-host of our monthly Salons, and hopefully will be weekly over the summer, and a fellow board of trustee. Meredith?
I got to meet quite a few of you during your admission interviews, so it's great to see you again. It's a lot less early in the morning where I am now this time, so there's light in the background, which is nice. But just welcome all of you, and any of you who are headed to Stanford. That happens to be where I live most of the time, and so I will be your sort of your Ron Brown mama bear around the corner if you need groceries or anything. So I look forward to meeting the Stanford crew in person and the rest of you at the next live AJA.
Absolutely. And for attendees as well, if you want to jump in and welcome our class of 2021 or have a question or a comment, raise your hand and we'll welcome you into the panel.
There's a lot of Yaley support in the chat, by the way.
Yes.
Do you guys know the breakdown of the 45 of you? Do you know which school? This is always a competition. Which school got the most Ron Browns this year? Anybody know that yet? Answer. Go ahead.
It was I think it definitely was Harvard. I think we have 10 or 11.
Oh my God.
I think Yale and Stanford might be in second place, but yeah, Mr. Tripp sent out like a little like clip of his spreadsheet, and there was like 10 or so of us. So I think that Harvard for the win.
Wow, it was Stanford
sorry
last
Yale.
year, so we'll get it back.
Yeah, we'll
I
see
know.
about
We
that.
creeped up and we finally were about to catch up. Then all of a sudden, you guys are changing it. We got Anthony here. Hey, Anthony, please welcome our new class.
Hey, thanks, Sam. Well, I just want to say congratulations to the RBS class of 2021. My name is AJ Rucker, currently a senior, graduating senior at DePaul University studying economics. Following graduation, I'll be taking my management consulting firm, Rucker Insights, full-time. And I'll be in the Chicago area. So I heard of some folks that are going to Chicago. So I actually live in the area, live here in Hyde Park. So I'd be super excited to meet you guys. And I'm here to help and answer any questions that you may have moving forward. Congratulations again.
What? And I think Pierce just joined us.
Oh, I've been here. Sorry.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I
you,
did
you
introduce
flipped up.
myself.
Sorry, I saw the
Yeah.
screen change and I totally missed it. That was my bad. Sorry.
Hello again, everyone.
So any one of you, anybody could take this question. Can you tell us some of your reactions towards your Ron Brown selection, as well as what you expect to get out of the community?
Okay, I can go first with this response. The day I got my reaction, I happened to be in the gym and I was just working out, and I got a random phone call, and I kind of knew it was from the Ron Brown because it had Virginia, and I knew that the Ron Brown Scholar Program is located in Virginia, so I picked it up, and it was Randy, and he was telling me, he kind of was talking about it. I don't know. At first, it made it seem like, I didn't get it. He was kind of set me up kind of the wrong way. He was just like saying, oh, this year we had a lot of applicants and all this stuff, and we were only selecting like 45 people. And then he was like, but we're lucky to be spending more time with you as you became a Ron Brown Scholar. So, and with that, with him saying that, I was really excited, just happy. And after that, I just kind of told my friend and my parents that I was selected as a Ron Brown Scholar, and it was definitely exciting and something I was anticipating for like at least a week after the final interviews were over. So just kind of getting that final response was a sense of relief that I was looking forward to. And one thing, I'm looking to get a lot of things outside of from the Ron Brown Scholar Program. One of that being, just mentorship and guidance from the, vast amount of alumni that are already a part of the program, just being able to network with them through various events and, all the people that are at the different schools and stuff. So looking to get all the different opportunities and just expand my experiences and just grow overall. So, yeah.
Wonderful. Anybody else? Did Mr. Mallory or anyone else play a game on you? Faith, please go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to go. So I remember I was just in my room and I got a phone call, and it was from Mr. Mallory. And it was actually a few days earlier. It was a few days earlier than a date that I was expecting to get the phone call. So I was honestly just thinking I didn't get it. I thought that it was just going to tell me like I didn't get it. And I was just ready to be so sad. But then he told me that I got it, and it was just so exciting to hear. And especially hearing from Mr. Mallory. And I say that what I expect from the program, I'm very excited for just the opportunities presented, but also I'm excited to build connections with some of the other Ron Brown scholars and see what maybe partnerships and things that I can do to better improve myself and improve the communities that I'm in.
Wonderful. Thank you. Yasmin, please go ahead.
Yeah, I got the call. It was my birthday weekend. So I got the call, and Mr. Mallory did the same thing where he's setting it up, making it sound like you didn't get it. I literally muted myself because I was about to start freaking out. And then he changes his tone. He's like, "You got it." And then I started screaming. And since it was my birthday, my siblings were here with me, and we were all so happy. Thank you, Bryant. And it was just an amazing, like, it was a cherry on top of that weekend. And then I was just so happy. And then as a GPS alumni, shout out to GPS. There's a couple people on the call that I have to give a shout out to. Miriam Kita is here, Miss Kaya Jones is here, Candace House, Mr. Ray Pryor, everyone involved with GPS, amazing people. So already being in GPS and seeing the way the Ron Brown family truly is rooting for you in everything you do, that's what I'm hoping to get out of being a Ron Brown scholar and making so many friends and connections of all different ages, and just being able to contact people in my career path and getting like information from them from a place of like love and they truly want to see me succeed. That's what I'm most concerned about.
All right, that's wonderful. Anybody else?
I can go. So yeah, when I learned that I had, became a part of the Ron Brown family officially, I also had gotten a call from Mr. Mallory, and it was like before I thought we were gonna have a call. So I was actually traveling, and I don't know, I got a call from a number, and I typically don't like answer numbers I don't know, but I answered today on that day. And he also like started off slow, and it was like, "Oh, it was very selective." And he's like really slowly like, "You got the scholarship," and it was really exciting. So yeah, I was like really anxious the whole week, especially like with the interviews and everything like that. And I was just like so grateful and honored that I had been chosen to be a part of the family. So the thing that I'm definitely like looking forward to is connecting with more people in the network, especially people in my class this year, and also just being able to reach out to some past scholars and alums just to learn more about them and their journeys.
Wonderful. And anybody else want to? And I would love to know how many of you have been a part of the GPS program? Like, oh, wonderful. Can you guys tell us a bit more about your GPS experience?
I can go. Yeah, so I joined GPS. I think it was sophomore year. I think that's when it opened for our class. And I've really enjoyed the experience so far. It's a nice platform to connect with others who are also going through the high school process and also the college admissions process. And in the same way, Yasmin had to shout out a lot of the GPS members. I do too. Miriam, who helped me look over some of my essays for Ron Brown, Miss Jones, who was an amazing woman and always helping and so helpful. And I think that's kind of speaks to the general atmosphere of the GPS program. It is a group of individuals who are working hard for students who want to achieve things. And I think that from every day that I see posts about different things, whether it be, opportunities at your college or things to know about this admissions process, whatever information they share is always helpful to someone. And I've been able to connect with a few people I didn't know. I met Yasmin on the GPS platform as well. It's a really great opportunity, and I'm glad that Ron Brown was able to add it to their services because I think it's benefiting more students than meets the eye.
It's wonderful. Pierce?
Oh, it's been really interesting with me and my being in GPS because it's like it's very exciting just to be able to see, check in every now and then and just see all the success that so many other people, so many of my peers are having. It's very motivating in that sense. And then also, Miss Jones, Miss Kaya Jones has been like just a very helpful person. I love her so much. She's been so nice to me, and she's helped me so much. And it's been, like, and even for some of the stuff that I'm preparing for now, she's been like, she offered to read over some of my stuff. I have to send that to her. For some applications and, putting me, just basically putting me on, and I feel like that's basically what I'm in store for with the entire Ron Brown program now, which I'm very excited for, and I'm hoping that I can help out some of the other scholars in the same way. So yeah, that's kind of been my experience, and it's been a very great motivator and a very helpful platform in terms of just finding opportunities.
That's wonderful. Kaya Jones, Miss Jones is our secret weapon, and, and we love her dearly. Meredith, you're about to say.
To Pierce's point, I think don't forget to ask for help from this network. Don't forget as you go through this process, whether it's I just need somebody to tell me I did do something good today, to hey, I need help. I need to ship my stuff to school, and I don't know. I can't ship it to school. I need it to somebody to store it in their garage. That's what this network is here for. And in every town, in every college town, there's somebody who can help you. And even if you don't know who to ask somebody you know, and they'll get you to that person. So that's kind of what we want to do.
Absolutely. Lean into the community. Definitely. The only expectation is pay it forward. Pay it forward with others, with mentorship, with guidance, and in every way you can. I think, Yasmin, you wanted to kind of say something. You had your hands up.
Yes, I just wanted to say plain and simple, GPS changed my life, like full stop, period. Like, it's interesting how you come in, at least I came in, I didn't know much about the college application process. Like, I literally knew nothing. And then through all the advisors working with me, like, you grow and you grow to the point where like you don't even feel like you need to ask for help because you've developed this confidence and this skill. And so then when younger people are asking you, you feel so prepared to do it. So I'm pretty excited to be like mentoring other people next year, just seeing like how they're gonna come through the program and they're gonna change and have the same opinion of like got so much better. And just overall, like the way the mentors are speaking so much light into you, I didn't realize as much. Like, as Black students, there are people who are applying to these schools and they have nobody who supports them, nobody who thinks they can do it. And I have an anecdote. I remember Miriam Keita, when I was telling her I was applying to Yale and I was like, I don't think I'm going in. She was like, I'm going to tell you I told you so when she got in. And then when I posted it on GPS, she commented, she was like, I told you so. And it's just so beautiful. I love GPS and all the advisors involved with it.
Wonderful, wonderful. And can you guys tell us what you guys are planning to do over the summer as you're preparing for college? You are a COVID generation with senior year, and we cannot wait to engage with you. But some of you, can you share some of your plans for the summer and how you're preparing for the start of college?
I can take this one first. So one of the things I plan to start pretty soon is like my own like website / like college essay reading service. Because I realized when I started my process really early last year, like in July, starting on my Common App and my supplemental essays. And the thing that I realized is that, okay, my guidance counselors told me I have to do the Common App, then no one ever really went in depth about the Common App and like how to really treat the Common App. And I was super surprised at how like extensive and really, I guess, thorough you have to be to make yourself look good and present yourself in a way that would be attractive to colleges. And it was just a super long process. And especially writing my essays, a lot of services, they only look at your Common App and not supplementals as well, or scholarship essays. And for me, being someone who, of course, is going to Yale, I've received multiple scholarships, I did the Common App. I think that's really valuable information. And like Yasmin was saying, there are a lot of kids that like, even if you do have like pretty good resources, I go to a suburban school. It's not anything where we don't have like the teachers to stay after school with you. It's not anything like that. It's just, I don't know why, it just wasn't put out there like for everyone to see. And so I think it would be really cool to connect with younger students, kind of do my own independent thing. And just be personal about it. I really liked reading my friends' essays when they just asked me to, because I like writing. And so I think doing that for the next graduating class would be something really fun to do. And it's easy to do virtually as well.
Wonderful. I mean, just hearing your guys' stories, it was 17 years ago that I got the Ron Brown Scholarship, and it still feels like yesterday. And the friends that I've made during that selection weekend, as well as in the Rambrach family, are still some of my dearest friends. And I think the biggest value that you will get out of this program is dependent upon how much you give into it. And as Meredith was saying, do not hold back to make connections, to ask, to engage. And a lot of the relationship that you make with scholars your year, the ones that will be coming after you, as well as the one that came before you, all of the alumni, everyone remembers their admission weekend. Everyone is just a scholar like you. We get as much from you, just interacting with you, mentoring you, as you do from the mentors. And it is very important. So definitely reach out. It just makes our day to connect with you and to share some of the challenges that we went through, as well as some of the things that excite us now.
Yeah, and I think that's right. Share the tough stuff too. Share the bad days. Don't be afraid to be a little bit vulnerable, because there are going to be tough days when you go through this next big transition, and don't be afraid to reach out for that kind of help too. But definitely tell us the good stuff too.
Abel, please go ahead.
Yeah, so my college is already, making plans to occupy most of my time over the summer. So one of the things I'll be doing is, I guess, a summer bridge program with Yale. So that's going to be pretty long throughout June to August. So that's something that I look forward to doing, and also just being focused and attentive during that full program. And also just reading a lot more now that I'll have a lot more time. And I've always worked closely with the NAACP branch in my school in Arlington. So, and we're kind of, addressing the summer school problem that kind of exists in our county currently, as, they are not really able to accommodate all students when it comes to summer school this year. So we're kind of seeing how we could potentially implement structured literacy programs for students that might be at risk, and especially minority students. So, and I also have one task where kind of seeing where another school district where they were probed on kind of discriminacies and how they had minority students being discriminated. So, and kind of seeing how that might be applicable to our school district, and kind of seeing where we're susceptible to fall into the same, I guess, problems that they did. So, yeah.
Wonderful, guys. Please continue. Pierce, I think you're next.
Yeah, so unfortunately, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing any Harvard summer program, but one of the things that I am doing is, luckily, in orchestra program, I was accepted into Carnegie Hall's National Youth Orchestra program. And we're not touring this year. We're supposed to be a North America tour, but we have a residency in SUNY Purchase. So I haven't played music with anyone since the start of quarantine. And that's something I'm very excited for, is being able to finally connect with people, have in-person lessons, have in-person chamber groups, have in-person orchestra, all that type of stuff. And, do a residency and have some sort of big celebration at the end of it. That's going to be really fun for me. I think it's 3-4 weeks long, something like that. And then we have a quarantine period. And then hopefully some other stuff falls through, some other stuff that Miss Jones put me on. Hopefully that falls through as well. But we won't speak on it until we know for sure.
Wonderful. Max?
Yeah, for this summer, I'll be doing an internship with the company Silence the Shame, that focuses on spreading mental health awareness, especially in the Black community, and running seminars and programs. And I think they also just partnered with Sony Music Group to spread, to fight mental health stigma within the music business. So I'll be doing that this summer. And then preparedness wise, I need cold weather clothes. Honestly, going from Texas to Connecticut, I'm not ready. So.
Yeah, East Coast weather. That's why we're trying to attract as many people to Stanford.
It's very warm in California. Nice warm. You should, yeah.
Bang? Everybody that wants to talk, just raise your hand in the Zoom.
I think Emmanuel was before me. If he wants to go before me. Okay, I can go then. So this summer I have a few things going on. I think the first thing is the National Speech and Debate Tournament. I'm kind of doing the preparation for that right now. That runs like in the second week of June. I'm really excited for that. It's online again, which is disappointing because it's much more fun in person, and I've never experienced an in-person national debate tournament because last year also it was online. But I am hopeful that it goes well. We're working hard with the topic. Miriam asked which type of debate I do. I used to do policy debate, which is what it sounds like. It's more centered on policy issues. This year I did Lincoln Douglas debate, which is focused on philosophical, metaphysical values. It's pretty exciting. It's cool. And I'm hoping it goes well. I have a good coach and good mentors. I also will be working during the month of July, just saving up some more funds for the transition to Harvard. One of the things I thought about this summer was like, I didn't want to like stress myself too much with like preparing to like go into college, but at the same time, I didn't want to do nothing at all. So I just kind of saving up this last summer or soaking in this last summer before the full transition. So.
Wonderful. Emmanuel?
Yeah, this summer I'll be interning at an organization called Teach Sharp. It's a college access organization based in Delaware that I recently got involved in. So I'll be helping out. This summer they have a boot camp for grades 9 through 12. Basically, what's college application all about to high school. And as for college preparation, I'll be doing a Bowdoin science program. So they'll bring me on campus for 5 days, so I'll get used to what it's like, the cold, everything. Another thing is that I'll be helping out with a grassroots organization called Columbus Stand Up, and I'll be helping out with your rideshare thing, which is basically they because many people in the community have been having trouble getting vaccines on their own. They organized a rideshare program with like websites and whatnot. So I'll be helping with that. Yeah.
Wonderful. Kennedy?
Yeah, so this summer in June, well, all summer I'm going to be maintaining a job I've had throughout the year as a social media manager for a design company in my city. So I'll be doing that the whole summer. And like Pierce said, hopefully something falls through that this Kaya put us on to. So more news about that later. Towards the end of June, I'll also be doing some in-person recordings with a studio orchestra I'm in. So we're currently working on a full album and video game soundtrack. We've been working on that for a few months now, and we're going to be able to actually do it in person in the studio. So it's going to be like a week-long recording process. And then in July, I'll be doing the Google Computer Science Summer Institute. So I'm really excited about that, be able to do some developing and create some things for my portfolio. And then towards the end of July, like beginning of August, my studio orchestra is going to be the house musicians for the Woodstock Music Festival. I'm super excited about that. So I'll be in New York for a week playing at the Woodstock event, and that should be really fun. And then I'm going to try to work at my grandmother's job. She works for like a local kind of like construction energy company. And they said they'd give me like a scholarship written to me in cash if I can work at their company this summer, and I can do whatever job I want. So I'm really looking forward to doing that, something computer science related.
Wonderful. I think Fatima, you had your hand up. Please go ahead.
Oh yeah. So I this summer is actually in the school that I'm going into is a 7-year program, and this summer is the only free summer that we have because for the next 7 years, we're going to be placed in like different hospitals each year over the summer. So since it's my free summer, I just got like a job at a townhouse around my neighborhood. And so I'm not really doing much. I'm just working and I'm just hoping to relax, but I'm also looking into like applying to some internships or hopefully like volunteering somewhere because I'm a very restless person and I always have to be doing something. So I need to look into more activities, but for now I have a summer job, which is also really exciting because I really enjoy having summer jobs. I think the last summer job I had was in a museum. So I really enjoy them. So that's what I'll be doing this summer.
Wonderful.
I have a question. Oh, wait. So Jean, go first. And then my question, you guys think about it. Do any of you have any questions about the program or anything? So you get to ask questions next.
Cool. All right, then. So my plans for the summer won't be that eventful. I'll mainly be playing my instrument a lot, getting ready for auditions in the fall for the marching band. But I also hope to be able to shadow my local doctor. He works in Naples, so it's not too far away. I want to just get a chance to shadow him over the summer and find out just get an initial look at if medicine is for me.
All right, who's got the first question?
When are we meeting in person?
Good question.
It is a good question. I think we expect that American Journey Awards, which is selection weekend, should be an in-person event, and that would be in next spring. I think we'll probably have an event on the
March
West
2022.
for that.
And
probably some smaller regional
yep.
events.
In each of the regional areas, we'll definitely put some programs around your school. So be on the lookout. For example, in the DC area, we'll send announcements to host an outdoor event sometimes in mid-June. So if you happen to be in those areas, let us know. But each of the areas will reach out to you. But as a big one, ideally, it's going to be March 2022.
I guess since no one has a question, I'll just ask one. I just wanted to see what your most memorable moment or experience has been since like being in RBS, since both of you guys have extensive history just being involved with the program.
Sam, you go first.
For me, just like you guys, I remember the time, lots of experiences, but the first one was during the selection weekend. And for all of us as a group, the same thing that Mr. Mallory has done to you guys, he's done it to all of us, sitting us down and just learning that everybody within the group, it was only 20 of us at that time, that have gotten the scholarship was just a truly memorable experience. But over the years, the interaction, getting to know students that are coming in, as well as the overall Forbes community, the extended Forge, has been just a truly phenomenal part of, it's an extended part of my family. And it is just all the little events and activities and getting to know each other that I cherish. So as Spear said, I cannot wait for all of us to be interacting in person.
Yeah, totally agree. And so to be clear, I was not a Ron Brown Scholar, and I think you guys all probably figured that out. But also, I'm too old. It didn't exist when I would have had the opportunity to apply, had I had the opportunity to apply. But I've been involved for about 5 years now, and it's the relationships that I have within this community that mean so much to me, and the kids that I've gotten to know and watch grow up a little bit, and I just really, really feel honored to even be a part of it and have really incredible relationships and experiences with you guys. So thank you.
I have a question. Well, I know you guys said like make sure you're involved and reach out and things like that, but what's another piece of advice you have for us as Ron Brown scholars?
I missed that. Can you say that, Faith?
Oh, I said, what's some more advice that you have for us as new Ron Brown scholars?
Don't be afraid to change your major. You're going to head to a school, seriously, you're going off to a school and you think you know what you want to do, and you might be right and you might be really, really wrong. So take advantage. You guys are all going to get to be on campus as freshmen, which hasn't happened for the last class. But take advantage of getting to know stuff, and you know, the college experience is also about growing and learning and exploring the world. So for those of you who are from, you know, small towns like I was, it can be a bit overwhelming. So make sure you give it a chance and try stuff. And if you find out the major you thought you wanted isn't the major you want, that's okay. Sam,
I changed my major 4 times. And I'm so glad that I did. And being given the permission to say it is okay to change my major was a very important thing. Because a lot of times you would think, I gotta stick it through. No, you don't have to. Like, it's definitely take those times early on, the first 2 years of college, to truly experiment. Not all of the schools have similar programs as Brown that allow you to create your own, you know, crazy hippie majors, however way you want them, but definitely experiment. I started out wanting to be a pre-med and realized being a doctor just absolutely wasn't for me. I was just doing it to please my parents. And the more I started to discover what I wanted to do, which was do anything I want as an entrepreneur, it was like, it made all the difference for me.
I have an idea for the last 5 minutes, and he may kill me for it, but do you think we should ask Mr. Mallory to join us for just a few minutes to say hi to everybody live?
I think that's right about time. Absolutely. I don't think we should even wait for permission. We should bring him on. Right there. Mr. Mallory, putting Mr. Mallory on the spot. You can unmute yourself. Yes.
Hello, everyone. This is I'm recording here from the Charlottesville office, and it's terrific just hearing these stories. I was trying to get Sam to tell you his story, you know, but that's the thing about all of the interactions in the future. You know, you get to hear one more story, and it just it builds your confidence because you're part of this. So I think the one thing to remember, someone asked a question, what do you think about, what should you be thinking about with colleges? Remember that it's very hard to keep a team together forever. But the more you do, the better opportunity for your great grandchildren. And I heard someone respond that, you know, it's hard to think about that. But the fellow who started all of this with me his name was Anthony Polaro. And he told me, you know, I've made a lot of people very rich in my lifetime, my college friends and others. He says, you know what you need to do? And I was at UVA in the admissions office at the time. He said, you need to create an old boys network of do-gooders, African-American kids who want to do good, who want to excel, and just keep them together. Keep them together for about 40 years and see what happens. And it's like, wow, you know, now I'm thinking we're halfway there, over halfway there. So I think the relationships are really important. People call it networking, call it whatever you want. But the idea is that, you know, think beyond yourself. You want to impact others, right? you want to be able to have a, you know, a Ron Brown scholar or some friend of the program give you some good advice at just the right time. And you want to be doing the same thing. So for you guys who are in GPS, you may want to join, all of you could be in, join as advisors for GPS in the future. So it's just the little things, giving back a bit. You know, I think this whole thing started because I was looking at, I was in college and I was working in buildings and grounds, you know, both parents having gone to 7th grade and, you know, going to the University of Virginia and nobody talking about internships or mentoring or any of those things. And then 12 years later, when I came back to work in an admissions office or something like that, I saw that young kids were going through the same thing. People were going through the same thing that I'd gone through. And that is lack of exposure, lack of opportunity. So those things are important. I think keep trying to keep a team together of sorts. That's family. I heard a couple of you mention your advisors or support people, just staying in touch with them. My teacher, my first professor at UVA in I won't tell you the year, but she is still a really close friend and she reads your applications since she retired years and years ago. She's 83 now, but she has been reading applications and being part of this forever. So I think that's really, Jackie Stone, my friend, says she knows the year. Anyway, this is all, I shouldn't be getting paid for this. It's too much fun, right? All of the interactions and so forth are great, but it really is heartwarming to see a new class come in, and these guys don't brag on themselves very much, just like you guys don't either. There's a lot more to you that we haven't even heard yet. So I appreciate you being part of this, and thanks, Sam, for you know, pulling me in on this. This is a sneak attack. Sneak attack. That's it.
A pleasure, a pleasure. And for all of you, the legend of Mr. Mallory can never be exaggerated. And we have a phenomenal team with Vanessa, Anita, Kaya, Randy at the headquarters, the office, that have been keeping this phenomenal organization moving. And now you are part of that family. And there's an entire network of people that are just here, really eager to hear from you and to help in any way they can.
Yeah, welcome everybody. And we so look forward to getting to meet you all in person. It'll be fantastic. So thanks for making the time to spend with us this afternoon. I know you've got a lot going on and you're almost done with school. Has anybody had graduation yet? Okay, so you're all waiting for graduation. Who's got in-person graduation?
Nice.
Good. That's progress, I guess. So.
Wonderful, wonderful. Again, welcome, class of 2021.
Congratulations.
Thank you guys.
Absolutely.
All right, bye everyone, and we will see you next month.
We will.
With a wonderful event planned. Bye.
Bye.
All right, thank you. See you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.